Inspirational. Absolutely inspirational. That's what I might say when I see the Steven Spielberg Abraham Lincoln biopic that comes out later on this year. As for this film, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. This movie comes from the guy that directed Wanted, a guy with a name that looks really complicated and I don't even want to dare say it. Now here's the interesting thing. Wanted was one of those movies that some people really liked it, some people hated it. I love Wanted. So when I heard that he was directing this movie, I was in. Funny thing is, it's happening again. You have some people that like this movie, and some people that I don't think they hate it, but they just don't care for it. Despite this movie having some big flaws, I enjoyed it for being a bloody good time. It's not, strictly speaking, the smartest movie of the summer, and because it has a more serious tone and not an over-the-top silly one, it is a rather uneven film. But I really enjoyed it. A friend told me that the book has a very dark and serious tone, and that's why the movie is the way it is. It works, and yet it doesn't. It is cool how they blend actual history with a fictional vampire element. I like that. It's a really cool premise. The only thing I don't like about the whole vampire thing is the fact that they can go out into the sunlight. Vampires aren't supposed to do that. And with the exception of the villain played by Rufus Sewell or whatever, the actors that played the vampires sucked. I know vampires are meant to suck, but please, not vampire performances. We have enough of that in our universe. Speaking of acting, Benjamin Walker, who I have no idea who he is, he plays good old Honest Abe. To me, he starts off kind of weak and bland, but eventually I kind of started to enjoy his performance. And I have to say this, I just have to. Even though my buddy Scott Menzo from We Live Film said it in his review, I have to say it. And when he said it, I was like, mother. Because I wanted to be the one to bring it up first, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. I don't know if anyone else has noticed or said it, but this dude looks like a young, full-of-faced Liam Neeson. I'm not even kidding, I swear to God. That's all I could think about every time I saw him on screen before he had the beard. Then you have Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's so adorable! And she was good as Abraham Lincoln's wife. Because she's so goddamn adorable! Dominic Cooper, who's quickly starting to become one of my favorite actors. Devil's Double. See that shit. He plays Lincoln's mentor, he teaches him how to kill vampires, he steals the show. Anthony Mackie, really great actor, he plays Abe's friend, he did his thing. Okay, so that's enough about the acting. What about the action? Well, a lot of people have been complaining about the constant slow motion in the action sequences, and I personally did not mind. I really enjoyed all the wonderful bloody vampire slaying. Now, at times the slow-mo does get a bit tedious, especially towards the end, but most of the time it looks cool and stylish. And it definitely helps that the director knows how to direct action, and he has some killer angles. So yeah, I enjoyed the action a lot. CGI? Okay. I never expected perfection with this movie. This movie has a modest budget in comparison to other summer flicks. With that being said, it was good in some parts, crummy in others. One scene in particular involves Lincoln chasing after a foe during a horse stampede. Not only do I call bullshit on that entire scene, but the CGI in that one was pretty weak. The truth is, it might have taken an entire year to perfect that scene, which is why they probably should have scrapped it or changed it up a bit. Even if it was in the book, it might have looked good on paper, it just wasn't done well on film. And I personally didn't care for that scene. As for the pace, it's fine, it never gets dull, though it does lose a bit of momentum once Abraham Lincoln pursues his political career. But it does pick up towards the end. Also, it gets a bit overdramatic for a movie called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, but I'm sure that's the way it is in the book, and it's not really overdone, so it's alright. So all in all, I found it to be a very entertaining experience. I did not see it in 3D, I did not see the need to. There are plenty of flaws, plenty of plot holes, mediocre performances, plenty of things you can overanalyze. Question is, what for? If you enjoy vampire killing, check it out. It might even give you a deeper respect for Abraham Lincoln. In a nutshell, it's a cool and entertaining but flawed film, and I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Should you rush out to go see it? Nah, you can wait for it to come on Blu-ray or DVD, that's fine. If you never see it, are you missing much? Not really. Either way, if you have seen it, let me know what you think. If you don't want to see it, let me know all the same. What? Cha-cha-cha!